Welcome to Meet the Polymaker. I am your host, Joel, and yes, we're live. It's not a half live, half not live, where I completely butcher the giveaway at the end, but we did have a winner. The winner was announced. The winner has been claimed. Sorry about that last week, guys, but we're here, as we are every single week, to talk about 3D printing news, and there's quite a bit of it. I actually had to sort through quite a few headlines and push some off to next week's show, etc. But we're also looking at some community prints, and then we are here to meet another maker, and you see it in the title. It's Nikko of Nikko Industries. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have heard of him. Most, if not all, have probably also downloaded one of the mini models in his library, but we'll get to talking to him here in a little bit to see just how did that all happen. And then yeah, we'll do a giveaway at the end, so make sure to type in "I am awesome" in the chat if you have not already. I'll give you another chance at the end of the show because I tend to ramble on a lot. But with that said, let's hop right over into hot end headlines. And first up, we have another release from Polymaker. Who would have thought it? You know, it's almost down to a weekly basis. Thankfully, there's some gaps there to give us a little bit of breath, but we now have refills. Not every single product because we have a lot of product, but we're looking at about 39 SKUs of Panchroma PLA, some of our Starlights, some of our Mats, some of our Galaxies, across the board. If you go to our website, it's right on the front page, refills. You are saving yourself $2 to $3 per spool. And right now we do not have a master spool available. That should be Q1 of next year, mid to late, I would say, to be safe. But we do have a 3D printable spool that you can go download and print yourself. And that was actually helped a lot by community. There was a handful of community team members. I don't have anything pulled up, but shout out to Gulsifer, Ajax, Rev Hazlitt, Span Magoo, and oh, there's five. What are they? I'm not gonna carry on until I see who I missed. Oh, layer by layer. There we go. So thank all of them in chat. They were awesome help. While the final design was a little bit edited from what they had, features that they designed and went through and did iterations of did go into our spool. And I think there's links. I don't know officially where they're at right now. If we have them in chat, if somebody's got them, to the final version of the community team member spool, it is available for download. I think Ajax, I believe, posted on his profile. But if you're interested, just ask in general chat in our Discord, and we'll get you that link if you want a couple different options, 2 different styles. So both have really cool little features to them that I think you'll love. But if you want to save some money, we finally do have the refills, and then they do also fit with bamboo, Sunlu. I think probably quite a few different, and we kind of went with the same size, like universal size everybody's using, just to make it that. So because everybody's got some spools already laying around, you can now use it in those, save yourself some money, and let us know what you guys think. Give us your honest feedback as you get them in. Try it out. We are always listening to ways we can improve it, and it's never perfect. There's always something to improve. Don't be shy. Let us know. Next up, we have another new product, and that's going to be the Big Tree Tech Vivid, or VVD. And it's not, we've heard about it a while ago, but it's finally coming. It is coming very, very soon. It is their VVD filament changer. It combines drying, RFID, and auto feeding into a single unit. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to go too deep into it of what RFID they are using, but they'll read the tag on your spool. I'm going to assume a more open source, maybe Tiger IO, or maybe Open Spool or Open Print Tag. I think there's so many of them. We are looking into it. Don't fret. We got to make sure that what we go with is going to be the best for the user experience, rather than just throwing it onto a spool and, oh, hey, this will work with this and this, but not this. But this is designed for the Clipper-based systems. So all that code is going to probably be kind of with a how-to when this thing releases. Again, it's got a built-in filament dryer. It's launching next week. So hopefully it's touting multi-material and multi-color workflows. So what can run through it? Probably the same we've seen it as everything else, except TPU. I'd be shocked if it does TPU, but time will tell. We'll probably see it at Formnext next week. And speaking of Formnext, Zaxman, I think I've seen you ask there, will Mr. Polymaker be there? If you're referring to me, yes, I will be there. I will be at the booth helping run some different interactions there. And then I will be on the floor, hopefully getting some streams that actually work and don't shut down every 10 seconds. So I can show you what's going on there and see some of the new stuff, you know, kind of experience it together. I got a camera lady. My wife will be with me, so she'll be assisting in that. As long as the signal's good, we'll be streaming from there. I'm not sure which day yet, probably Wednesday, just so we get a feel of how things are running Tuesday. But there's over 800 exhibitors, over 30,000 visitors to Formnext, and this is in Frankfurt, Germany. Just a huge, I believe it's the world's largest additive manufacturing expo. And again, it's running from the 18th to the 21st. And I don't remember the time. I think 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. We'll find out when we're there. But just watch for the notifications for going live. Depending how it works out, it'll probably just be YouTube, because it's easier with the Pocket 3 to go stream directly to YouTube. But just keep your eyes on our lives. And next up, we have CAD for coders. We've seen other things, you know, Blender, Nomad Sculpt, Tinkercad, a lot of different ways. So this is something developed by Hello Triangle, and it's a new browser-based 3D modeling platform that lets you create models using Python instead of traditional CAD menus. I don't know much about Python other than what I've made ChatGPT create me, but for those that are more into coding, this might be going, you know, right down your way of wanting to develop models, rather than the 8,000 different menus and options that may be overwhelming, may be confusing. So there's no installation needed. Everything runs on the browser. So you got fast access, fast sharing, instant prototyping, allows automation of repetitive modeling tasks, letting you generate complex and repeated parts with simple reusable scripts. Definitely was not reading that. All in the memory. But again, a really cool other option for modeling. And last but not least, we have Texcelled, I believe is how it's pronounced. They have introduced the new Eco Aesthetic Filament series that blends PLA with real coffee grounds and tea residues. Now they contain about 10% recycled beverage waste and even give off a subtle natural aroma while printing. Likely what we've seen in most filaments that do have a scent to them. That scent isn't prevalent once it's finished printing. Maybe you'll get some slight undertones, but you know, if you like coffee or you like tea, it might give you some good smells. And we do not at all recommend sniffing your prints while they're melting away in your printer, you know, printing your model. But what you do is what you do. This series is planned for release in early 2026, highlighting a growing trend towards sustainable sensory-focused filaments. I don't think we need sensory-focused filaments, but there you have it, guys. And that is it for the news. Let's head over to Spool to Spotlight and check out what you've been printing. Excuse me. Frankenbee is the printer and the designer of the Grogu pony available on Maker World. And this is in a dual silk, I believe. And just a nice little print. If you like My Little Ponies and you like Grogu, what's better than mashing those two together to make one? Looks mostly like a pony, just with Grogu ears. You know, almost, is that Eevee? I don't know, one of the Pokemon? I didn't say that. But just a cool print, and appreciate the share. Next up, we have Prints with Chris. I seen you in chat. We are sharing. Obviously, we are. This is the shredded model designed by PLA NPA. Prints with Chris, I think, prints every single one of these models, and they are always great. He has perfect selection of color on what he uses, and this is no exception. It's a great print. The colors are awesome, and I appreciate you sharing yet another awesome print from you. No, it's not clicking. There we go. Next up, we have Polymaker Pete. Polymaker Pete. Sounds familiar. Might have met him once or twice. This is the Shingle Birdhouse by Vega Woodworks, and this is printed in our new Polymaker Pet G. And I see this, the dark blue with the orange, two colors that go freaking awesome together. The model itself is available on Maker World, and our Polymaker Pet G is available on us.polymaker.com or ca.polymaker.com or amazon.com or at resellers in Europe. So get yours while it's hot. Amazing prints, I tell you. Next up, we have Raffetson Tellier. Sona Tellier. Anyway, you see it on the screen. This is a modular teleprompter that was actually designed by him. It's an all-in-one modular teleprompter available on Maker World. Of course, I can't share multiple pictures here, But it's the hood, it's the what I want to say, the brace or the mount for the tablet. And for those that don't know how it works, tablet screen here, reflective screen here, so it lets you see through it, so I can talk to the camera, and ideally there could be a screen right there and I could be reading from it. I've tried that in the very beginning of the show, and you would see me read back and forth. So now it's just easier, just have the notes, some bullet points here, and go to town. But awesome print again, very functional. And speaking of functional, we have Greg L has printed this amazing lampshade. I'm not sure which printer, but it is using PETG pellets with a 4mm, that's a 4, not a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, printing at a 2, not a 0.2 millimeter layer height. Those, especially with the transparent or the clear PETGs, look amazing. This light, this is just one picture. If you go to our Discord, our Show Off Prints channel, you'll be able to see some more up close pictures. Looks phenomenal. And this, I mean, this is a designer looking piece, and it's just a simple, very simple print that even your H2Ds can print, just maybe not that thick of layers. You can bump them up, just not that thick. But again, those, I'm not sure where this design is from. If we can ask them on the chat there in Discord. But if you have your own prints to share, I encourage you, the good, the bad, the ugly, share all your prints, all your fun prints, your silly prints, your crazy prints. You never know, I might share it on the show. And plus, even if I don't share it on the show, you inspire others to print things. You give us ideas. There's been many times that I've taken what I've seen in Show Off Prints to print because I don't know what to print. Like, I have all these printers open. What do I print? So it is, it does inspire others to do awesome things. So continue doing it. Continue sharing the links to where you find those models. You know, let's also support the designers that are designing these, and then let people be able to find that model just a little bit easier. Again, that's at discord.polymaker.com and Show Off Prints channel. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be back to meet Nikko. So stay tuned.
Imagine owning some of the best songs about 3D printing this Discord has to offer. Polymaker presents 3D Printing Hits by Silverback and Little D, the best renditions of some of the greatest hits of all time. Hits like Hallelujah, Holly Smooth Criminal, All That She Wants Is Another Printer, Print Away,
There you go, print away.
Still the TD1, All About That Bag, No Stabbies, and Polyman.
It's a file tonight. We're all in the mood to see it extrude, 'cause you've got your printer tuned right.
Reserve your CD today with a special TV offer by going to polymaker.com and paying $39.99. Have your credit card ready. Seriously though, this music was a joke. Go buy some Polymaker.
This is Polymax PLA, the toughest PLA in the world, and today we're gonna put that to the test. I printed this very mechanical model and we're gonna drop it from the 12th floor. You heard me well, the 12th floor. Let's go. Ready for the first drop in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that's crazy! Not even a scratch! Let's go and check it closer. Not even a single scratch. I dropped it again from the 12th floor and still not a single scratch. Buy your Polymax PLA right now!
Performance may vary depending on usage, individual factors, and external conditions. Individual result may vary, not a guarantee of specific outcome. Consult your professional before use. See website for details and limitations. Use responsibly.
Have you had bad customer service with your filament provider? Have you ever gotten a bad spool and never got a response when you emailed the company? Well, that won't ever happen when you reach out to Polymaker. Some people say that no company cares about you. Wrong. 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 If you never got a response after emailing a company that you've worked with in the past, you may be entitled to better customer service. We at Polymaker pride ourselves on good customer service, and we won't ever keep you waiting for a response. Email us now at support@polymaker.com, and we'll get back to you within 1 business day. We'll fight for you.
And welcome back to the show, everybody. Those commercials, if you're getting sick of them, you know you can still create them. You can create your own. There's some template on the commercial channel in our Discord. Go check it out if you're interested in making your own commercial. You know, earn yourself some free Polymaker products. So worth it if you got some fun ideas, some spoofs. We like the old, infomercial commercials. Make one, prevalent to Polymaker and filament, 3D printing, whatever. Have fun with it. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me in Discord. But we are here to meet the next maker of the week. And again, we talked earlier, this guy, you've probably at least heard the name if you haven't been to the site and if you haven't already downloaded some of the models or many of the models. So let's not wait any further and welcome in Nikko of Nikko Industries, but he is not here because it probably kicked him out. Give me just a second. Come on. Yes, cam. There we go. There we go. Welcome in Nikko of Nikko Industries.
Hey
How's it
guys,
going,
what
man?
is going on? Thank you for having me, Joel. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Hey, everybody.
appreciate you coming on the show. So normally it kicks you off like randomly through the interview. This
It
just
did.
decided
It
to
kicked
kick
me
you
off
up.
earlier. Yeah, it did.
That's why we love doing this live, because it's raw and it's true. So
What's
real
up,
quick,
everybody? Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to be here.
Oh no, I appreciate that for you. I've downloaded many of your models far before I was with Polymaker or anything there, so it's cool to kind of come full circle and be able to meet you, in person as much as this is in person. But real quick, for those that might not recognize the logo I have on screen or the name or the face, who are you and what do you do?
So I am Nikko. I am the owner of Nikko Industries. I've been doing 3D printing since the days of CR10. It's a long time ago, where you had to manually level the bed with a piece of paper, right?
Like
I don't know if you remember that. You had to
and
put
everything
things
else.
on the glass bed.
Yep. Didn't have flexible steel sheets at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it was bad. You had to manually like level the bed on the go with the knobs underneath
All the time. Too
Yeah,
often.
so I've been 3D printing since 2017, so about 8 years now.
So you beat the COVID rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great, man.
I think about 50% of the guests that come on the show are all, oh well, COVID happened. I picked up a new hobby, and then it just went full from there. But so with going back to 2017 when you started, what was the reason for starting? Was it you saw somebody else doing it? It was something you were interested in, or just a fluke thing?
So actually, man, the reason why I got into 3D printing was my kids, my son in particular. So back in 2017, this was like at the height of the Marvel movies, right?
Oh yeah.
My son loved dressing up. So I would go to the Disney store, and whatever movie was out, dude, he had the costume. He had Thor, Black Panther, Iron Man, obviously Captain America, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the type of dad, I'm very involved. So I dressed up with him. And my first build actually was back in the Pepakura days, was a foam Iron Man build, right? And dude, I fell in love with the craft. I fell in love with it. I was like, this is amazing. You can do this with foam floor mats. Like, this is bananas to me. And I was scrolling through Instagram one time and I saw this leg, right? Is the shin piece of an Iron Man thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, dude, how? Dude, it looked plastic. It was amazing. And he said, I 3D printed it. I messaged the guy. He said, he 3D printed it. I said, you what?
Hold up.
Rabbit hole. Dude, rabbit hole for a month. Bought my CR10, my first CR10. Actually, shout out to Joel, 3D printing nerd, and Uncle Jesse. Huge shout out to Uncle Jesse. Those two guys were the ones who got me into 3D printing.
Ushered you in.
Yeah, right. And so now we're all buddies, right? Now we're all friends. And yeah, dude, that was it. Dude, that's where it all started.
Off to the races at that point.
It was gone, dude. Gone from there. Yeah.
So now, did you for like the modeling part? Is that something you already were working with or did before, or is that something that came down the road after you were printing other stuff?
So that came down the road. I've always had a good hand and a good eye. I've always been an artist.
Oh,
So to me, drawing came naturally. So sculpting with a pen came very naturally for me. Dude, it was just gone from there.
Did you see a big divide in trying to go from your normal 2D artistry to 3D, like 3D modeling itself, or were you shading your design so it was kind of a feel from that?
No, not really. So a lot of my designs, right, as far as business goes, I went straight to hiring people because I had the finances to leverage. Hey, great, let's hire designers just so we can get the business up and going.
Yep.
And it was off to the races from there. But as far as my personal skill, the translation from 2D to 3D, I'm an engineer, so it wasn't hard to translate. I was good in art. I was already in in CAD because of engineering. So I was like, oh, this
your
is
mind
easy.
was still kind of working that way anyway.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's the connect. Got it. It was fairly easy.
So then, of course, from printing your own stuff and everything, how soon was it till you finally printed your first, whether it be your own personal costume or one to dress up with your son with? Once you got that printer, was it down the road or was it something you hopped like right into?
Dude, it was printing my Benchy, right? I was like, okay, this thing's calibrated. Let's go.
That's good.
Like the belts were tight, right? 3D printing was very easy for me. Like it was like I picked it up and I was like, oh, it does it layer, but that's how that works, dude. It was just
a quick understanding.
Yeah, it was super easy to understand for me. Like the troubleshooting and all that. Oh, like so this is what happened. Oh, this is why it does that. Oh, this is why it does that, right? And then because of my experience with Pepakura and making foam armor, I can finish the armor easy. Like, oh, well, that applies to plastic also. And that's where the YouTube channel started. That's where I started teaching people how to scale their stuff. And then that's where I said, hey, use these foam
cosplay. Yeah.
Yeah. I said, hey, I make these foam foam calipers. And then Uncle Jesse saw that. And then he made a video about that.
3D printing ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I cut up a foam floor mat and made calipers from it. That was the original video from like 2016, actually. And Uncle Jesse picked up that video and then he made a video from it because he designed the actual cosplay calipers that everyone uses now.
Yep. Isn't that just crazy? Like you said, it's just where you create a simple thing out of, foam floor mats. Who would have thought? And then, years down the road, hey, wait, that's okay. That inspired this. And they went back to this.
Yeah.
Now so many people are using it. So now with the
scaling video from ear to ear, that was me.
If you and most of us have probably watched it, and some might not even realize like, oh, it's this guy.
And then the no supports in the center of the helmet, that was me too.
The dome.
I was like, you guys don't need it in there. They're like, what? I go, yeah, you don't. It'll build because it's a stair step. I promise, you don't need it.
Yep. Yeah, and the finish in the end, even if it's a little bit wanky it's you're wearing it. Nobody sees the inside.
Yeah.
So now, when you printed the first costume, 3D printed wise, rather than the foam stuff, What was that first costume? Did you go all in with an Iron Man right off the bat, or did you take it easy?
It's in pieces now, but it's that guy over there.
So yeah, you went really all in, because you
Great,
could have
yeah.
opted with like a Captain America helmet and then just kind of a jacket and whatever else. Like, nah, I want to do something that takes
Yeah,
me,
no, we're going
months.
full. We're going full, dude. Yeah, full send, go.
I guess on that part then was it learning a lot of different skills between the sanding, the painting, the joining, the sizing and scaling? Was there a lot learned from that, or did everything just kind of flow just right for you?
So the hardest part was the scaling, right? Because the scaling for that wasn't like scaling in Pepakura. And not only that, it wasn't difficulty, it was tedious. Because doing the finishing work on plastic was a heck of a lot more work than doing finishing work on foam.
This foam normally already has that smooth,
Yeah.
and it's a little
Yeah,
bit easier to
yeah,
work with. Yeah.
Now, if actually, like, if you take a helmet that hasn't been processed and I showed it to you on camera, you're not going to see the layer lines. Matter of fact, when you show a print to someone, like in person, they really don't see the layer lines. The only people who see the layer lines are people who do 3D printing.
The ones that know, yep.
It's just us.
Because we look
right?
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, because we look for them, right? And you're like, oh man, that looks like crap. We need to sand this, blah, 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 blah. But really, like if you're looking at it, like if you see someone from here to, wherever, you're not going to see the layer lines and no one really cares.
Oh yeah. It's that the dead pixel effect. If you're watching TV and there's a dead pixel, if I see it all the time. But until I point it out to you, you'll probably never even see it, because it's just that thing. But as soon as you do, like, the layer lines there, like, dang it, now you just ruined the magic.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
So now with all those parts and everything, did you have any painting experience prior to that, other than just a random spray can in the hand, or was it something that you did pick up doing this?
So I watched a few videos actually on YouTube. So shout out to Punish Props, right? Punish Props. They showed me how to do the Pepakura stuff, right? And the finishing stuff. So I learned a lot from those guys during my Pepakura days. And then really, man, it was just really matching the color, because prop makers are very particular about color. Like, that's not the right gold. You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen that.
Are people going to know? Are you going to know?
Multicolor printing is like, oh, what color matches this? Because like now we just want to print it and not have to paint it. It's like, sometimes you have to. There's not every color under the sun out there yet, but sometimes you have to settle. Like, this is the closest you're going to get to that gold. Take it or leave it, or paint it.
Like, and are people really gonna? Is it really gonna matter to people, right? Like those Iron Mans behind me. Do you care? Do you care that it's the right red, right? Like the cherry red gloss.
That's a diehard Iron Man fan that's going to be like, well, that's like 3 hues off of what it should be.
You know what I mean? Like, dude.
At that point, they can go spend the money to buy the helmet and take it to an automotive body shop to have them, candy coat, clear coat, pearlescent, everything onto it, and then they can have the perfect helmet.
Exactly.
And that's so now with Nikko Industries, that's first time ever, of course, was the Iron Man stuff. I'm a huge Iron Man fan. I've got multiple. Actually, that was the first large helmet I ever printed was Iron Man. And then I did a suit. And I gained some weight. That it's half of a suit, doesn't fit, so I haven't finished the other half. It's one of those things. But with starting with that is was that one of the first like models that kind of headed off what Nikko Industries was going to become, or was there some other ones that started it?
Yeah, so it was just really Iron Man, dude, because by the time Nikko Industries had started, we were on like Spider-Man something, where that gray one came in, right, with that color scheme, the MK46 and 47, right? And so by then I was like, all right, we got a bunch of Iron Man suits we can do, so on and so forth. And then I was like, well, let's go everything, man. Let's do Halo. Let's do Batman. Let's do, if it's hard, we're doing it. And so we did, man. And then we went into anime, we went into props, and then we went into flexi toys, and then now we're in AI, man.
Yeah, so of course, we've talked about that on a couple different streams, like community streams that I do. Is AI has become amazing at what it can do. So I know you have STL Buddy, and that's the AI one, right? So
Yeah,
what
STL
exactly
Buddy. Yeah.
what is the STL Buddy for those that have never visited the site?
Okay, so STL Buddy lets you create STL files from an image, right? So here's our philosophy, and here's my belief on that. There are people who don't have time to learn 3D modeling. There are people who don't have time, or sorry, there are people who don't have money to hire a 3D artist. Okay. There are people who just don't have the penchant to be artistic, to 3D model. They just don't have the ability to do it.
Yep.
And then there are people who have all three. STL Buddy was made for them.
Yeah, because that way, then, and that's kind of what I've talked about before. Is I don't have the time to learn it, and when there's something like completely one-off, just random that I want to do, I'm not going to learn a skill to do this silly idea in my head. I'm not going to pay money to somebody to do, again, this silly image in my head just for fun. So like, hey, if I take an image or whatnot, or, especially even if it's family members, if it's a face and I want to model the face as a bust or whatever, that's where I think it is a tool. It's a useful tool to help enhance things, and for creation. Now, does that mean, you should go create everything under the sun with it? That's up to you. But to have it available, like you said, for me to be like, okay, hey, I got this image, I think this would be fun to print. Let's just do it. It's never going to be a thing if I had to go the other routes. If I had to go learn, if I had to go pay for it, it's never going to be created. So I that's where I personally feel it's great. So in things like STL Buddy that allows a creation that would have never been created otherwise. Because again, I'm not going to have the time, the patience, and everything else to do so.
And there are people who it's just not for them. Dude, 3D modeling is difficult. The people who know how to 3D model, you guys are elite, man. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely.
Understand,
you can see the difference.
If you know how to 3D model, understand you are the 0.01% of the world. You guys need to understand that. You guys are the best. But 3D printing isn't yours. You don't own 3D printing. You don't own 3D modeling. You guys need to understand that. There are people in this world who also deserve to create their own stuff, and I'm just giving them the tool to do it. Listen, you guys, if you know how to 3D model, if you know how to 3D sculpt, hands off. You guys are the best. Oh my gosh, hands off to all of you.
Yeah, this
but
isn't
don't take it away from
at
people
all
who want to make their own stuff.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, is it doesn't take away from that, because the creations that these people, the ones like you said that have the skill to model, they're making amazing things, and they're getting, especially if it's something that's awesome or niche that's just right, they're getting thousands upon thousands, millions of downloads. So it's not taking away from that at all, like I said, because in the end, my little silly thing that I want to throw in there and print, it wasn't ever going to be something available that you were going to make, unless I said specifically, hey, can I commission you for this? And then that's a whole different path. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. And I think majority, when I talk to the community about it on our Tuesday streams, is the most the feeling is there. I think that there's not as much lashback. I think the thing I see most people complain about is not the fact of creating stuff with it, but those that are creating stuff with it and then saying like, I created this, like I'm the mastermind behind it, when it's kind of like, okay, you're not really the artist, you were the idea thinker. And that's the only thing I see, and there's still not even like a bunch of hate, at least not in our community, with it. So
and I agree, you know what I mean? It's a big complaint is people getting it up on like cults, and it's like bogged down right now. You have to label, hey, this is made with AI, so on and so forth. And I get it, dude, but why are you mad at me for that for?
You don't have to download. That's the thing. It's like whatever I create, and that's nobody has to. The whole world's never going to agree on one thing. That would be great, but it'd probably also be boring. But yeah, like you said, is you don't like it, you don't have to download it. You can move on, or you can get the skill and be like, look what I made. It's better than this, and then then there you go.
Absolutely. Look, again, I will say it loud. Us as 3D modelers, okay, 1 out of 1,000 are good. Like 1 of 1,000 can do it, and they're actually good. You guys, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I promise.
Nobody's getting replaced. AI is not taking all of our jobs.
It's not, dude.
It's not. What is it?
It's not.
Cybernet, I think is what it is, or Skynet. It's not
Yeah.
Skynet.
Listen, 80% before the tractor came, 80% of human labor in the world was in farming.
Yeah,
You know
there
what
you
I mean?
go.
So
And we've all survived. So
right.
now with that, of course, so you got the Nikko Industries. You've got that website itself, but then you also have things. You're kind of across the board in a lot of places, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
So
trying to
Thanks
like
is
do
just
a
another
marketing
platform
ploy, but
where
it is.
it's another platform where I put my files. That's it. If they want to find me on my website, fantastic. If they want to find me on Thangs, that's great
Either
too.
way. And now is it the full library on both?
Both, full library on both. Yeah.
No, I think, and I haven't messed enough with things, so don't hold that against me. But on things, does it allow you to see the whole library? I know you can't download everything, but
you can. My website's better organized.
there you go. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna get at, because I know yours. Because I've been subscribed back on the deal of, I don't know if you do this anymore, the $10 a month stuff.
Yeah, so that's grandfathered pricing.
Yeah.
That is gone. But if you're on a live stream, maybe we'll bring it back.
Oh,
Just
there you
because
go.
you're in here, right?
Huh?
So,
Hey.
Thangs versus my
Yeah.
website. I've been told that my website is better organized because it's catered to me. Like, hey, I have my categories, right?
You know
But
how it should be
Thangs
divided and how it should be sorted. Yep.
right. And Thangs can't do that because Thangs has so many creators on their platform that they can't, hey, this is all of Nikko's categories, like get in line. You know what I mean? Like they have to cater to everybody. And so that's really the biggest complaint is the organization. That's really it.
Yep. And that so the website itself too is just Nikko Industries.
So the membership is NikkoIndustriesMembership.com.
Okay,
Right?
membership.
Nikko
I was
Industries
I had to
keywords.
save that because I never remembered it.
Yeah. But
I
if you
always
guys
go
want
in
to
and
just buy one-off files, just go to NikkoIndustries.com.
There you go. And there's and how many models are up on your site now? One or two.
2,400.
2,400. Dang.
I think so.
And that's anywhere from props, masks, suits, etc.
So it has props, armor, flexi toys, home decor, Halloween stuff. Man, if you run out of things to print from my website, I did a very poor job.
Yeah. I think 2,400.
Like that should last you
big print.
easy a year. And if you print daily, dude, yeah.
And so now on that whole on the website and things, everything else, do you try to set yourself a goal for like the new files, or is it kind of just as they're designed, as they're developed, they get pushed to, or is there any kind of
Daily.
template to that?
You will get a file daily.
Oh, there's a new file daily.
Mm-hmm. Every single day there's a new release.
That's
so
just a few.
Check the site every day. There's sometimes 3 or 4, sometimes a day, new files, right? I'm always giving away free files. I think the 3D printing community.
That's how I was attracted. I don't remember what the free file was back then. I mean, it was a few years ago, but that was somebody. I don't know if it was Uncle Jesse or somebody had mentioned it. And that's how I got on your site. Like free, like everybody likes free. Like I'll take that. And then I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. I give away free files. Look, the 3D printing community is the best, man. When COVID happened, I was one of the guys who printed the face shield masks, right?
Yes. Yep. The savers, and then the PPE.
And people are 3D printing casts for kids. Bionic Armory. I forgot his name. Trace Wilson. He has this arm that he 3D prints, and he helps kids who also have missing limbs. And dude, the 3D printing community is amazing, man. And so for me, I like to give back as much as I can. So here's free files. I have my charity that I do in the Philippines, where when I test the flexi toys, what am I gonna do with them? My kids are grown.
They're not so interested in them. Yeah.
So I all the ones that I test, I put it in a box and I send it to the Philippines to an orphanage so that all the kids have a Christmas present come Christmas time.
And then, as we talked about that a lot on the different initiatives that we do on the Christmas sprint drive and everything, is I don't want to say we take it for granted, but a lot of times we don't realize that, that flexi that we've printed many of them. So to us, it's like, okay, it's just another flexi. Though maybe there's a new design, it's cool, but to give that, so I run around to when I fly out and everything to airports, I always have little mini flexis in my backpack, and typically it's to the kids that behave. Sometimes if there's one just screaming a lot, I'll try to see if I can, calm them down with them. But the look on their face, and especially if I like have 3 in my hand, like, hey, pick one. Like, oh, what? Like, this is awesome. And that's why I think, not that we don't realize it, but just a simple gesture, like you said, of a flexi I'm not going to use anyway, just to give it to somebody and to make their day, especially on the holidays. There's way too many unfortunate children that don't receive anything at all. That one, it doesn't matter how simple. It could be all gray printed whatever flexi. They're not gonna be like, oh, it's all gray. Where's the color?
Right.
That's the first thing they've received in who knows how long. So it's like, just send. If you can print something and you can send it out, you can help in any way, whether it be overseas, internationally, at your own hometown, whatever. Highly encourage any type of give back you can, even if it's only 10 little flexis. That's 10 kids that are going to receive something that weren't going to prior.
Right. You know what? It's look, for us as 3D printing people, right? As hobbyists, we are literally Santa Claus.
Yep.
We're quite literally Santa Claus. We have a workshop where we make toys. We're Santa, right? And
the
so
printers are
let's
our
embody
elves.
that spirit. Let's embody that spirit. Let's give back, give back as much as you can, man, because I'm so blessed, dude. I'm blessed more than I deserve. I know that.
I'm with you there. Like I said, I've said that to people many times, is how I'm where I'm at, mostly luck, a little bit of charisma, I'd like to think, but that's where too, like I said, is all of us can give something, and again, it doesn't, even if it's not monetary, or maybe it's not prints, maybe you can't afford that extra filament. Any type of support you can give, sharing to somebody that, hey, can you help this person? There's so many ways you can help that, and not just with the seasons. I think with the holiday, of course, it can make a really big impact because they don't receive, certain children don't receive anything. But and I think the 3D printing community does really well with this anyway. That's a year-long thing. You can give to anybody. Like I said, take a handful of flexis. I do trick or treat. We live out in the country, so I can't hand out candy. I'll take little flexis with me, hand them out, and I've done that 2 years in a row. And I have kids running up to me by the end of it, because it's a small town I live in. It's like, hey, do you have any more? Do you have any more? Can I have one more? Like, yes. And usually I print so many that I have more.
That's
and it's
awesome.
just,
I might start doing that
this
year.
anyway. Yeah, it's worth it.
We had 800 pieces of candy given out this year. Dude, it was Disneyland.
Dude, so I can eat the candy, and then you can give out the prints. It's a perfect partnership.
I know, right? I know it.
So now, with, of course, everything that you're involved with, and where you've seen, since 2017, a lot has changed in the industry. What do you foresee in the future? Is there anything in the future you're super excited about, whether it be hardware, AI, or just some ideas or projects maybe that you have an idea of or plan for that you can talk about?
I cannot wait for my snap maker.
Same.
Yeah, listen to me.
I'm going to be a snap maker show by the time my printers get here.
Clayton, Uncle Jesse texted me. He goes, look at this. And I go, where's mine? I'm texting warehouses. I'm like, yo, can we make mine go faster? It's like, normally I don't name drop, but I'm like, hey man, Nikko Industries is asking for this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe an extra couple days. Push it.
You know what I mean? Like a week a week extra in advance. Yeah. Like, can we? Like, I promise I'll make it worth it.
I need to start befriending people at the ports. It usually comes in either California or New Jersey. I just need to get some names at those ports. Anybody out there that knows, has some family working there, give me their phone number. I promise I won't bug them too much. Just when there's a new machine coming, like,
right,
as soon as this hits port, can you you got the label there, just throw it on there and go.
There might be a sandwich in this for them in there somewhere,
I can provide sandwiches, some Uncrustables. maybe even some juice packs. I can make it worth their while.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this for the snap maker coming. I'm stoked for the Anycubic Max S1 Max.
Yes, that's one max. Yes, yep.
Yeah, so the S1 Max is coming. I won one of the beta testers, and it's going to
Nice.
be perfect because I'm going to be using it to print full size helmets. It's been a while since I've printed a helmet all in one piece,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
that's
I
what they get
have
in the helmet class. It's usually 300 or more, and that's what,
yeah
350
easy
cubed, I believe.
350 cubed is
Yeah.
perfect, right?
Yep.
And so, excuse me. Right now, I'm only running 2 printers. I got my Bambolib X1, my X1C, and my Creality K1. Both, by the way, workhorse machines. Workhorse machines. Love them. And then I have my snap maker coming so I can do more prints. Look, I have little Steph Curry turtle. Love this guy.
Nice. Yep.
I don't like printing multicolor because of the waste that it has and the time it takes to print. It's so long.
Yep. Oh yeah, the time it increases 100%. Especially if you have a lot of the color changes.
Fixed that problem, right? Snapmaker fixed that problem, so I can't wait to do that. And so basically those 2 machines that I'm looking forward to. As far as the direction that the industry is headed, look, man, I hate that we're talking about AI again, but it's not even coming, you guys. It's here.
It's
It's here. It's not going
too powerful,
anywhere.
it's too
It's
useful.
not.
Yep.
It's here. Live with it. I'm sorry. You guys can get mad at me. You guys can unsubscribe. You guys, unsubscribing to me isn't going to make AI go away.
This is true. Like,
Getting mad at me isn't going to make AI go
Nikko
away.
Industries subscribers, they've lowered. We better shut AI down.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's not going to make it go away.
Yeah, it's a great enhancement. Whether it should replace certain things, inefficient things, I think 100% it should replace it if it's able to do it efficiently. But it's a great tool, and I think if we use it as such and treat it as such, it's not, like I said, it's not replacing anybody. There's still room for designers, modelers.
Absolutely.
What you guys do again is it's a whole nother level. AI can do some cool stuff, but what you can design in your creative mind, I can't even create what some people design in like Nomad Sculpt, trying to think of a prompt that could even remotely describe it. So you gotta have some creativeness to you.
Dude, people can't write a freaking prompt, man. Relax. Yeah. It's not gonna replace you. It's really not.
Oh yeah. So no, I think there's plenty of room for it. And like you said, it's getting integrated into everything, whether it be the slicers, of course, all the websites integration, STL Buddy, things like that. It's going to be in our printer. I mean, it's already in our printers. It's AI detection, everything else. There's so many things that can do great, but I think the same. It's embraced. It's not going to take over the human race. It's
right.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's just the direction that's headed. I promise you, that's the direction it's headed, because it's here, and as businesses use it more and more, people are going to need to adapt. You know what I mean?
I think that's part of it too. Is and all of us, at some point, aren't fans of change. And so if it changes or disrupts something, it's like it's a bad thing. Not always a bad thing. And like I said, it's just really how you embrace it. And again, it's going to be there regardless whether you like it or not. So but we'll throw it out real quick to community. I know it's a delay there, but if you guys want to have any questions for Nikko, whether it be AI related or Nikko Industries related, modeling, printing, etc., or you just want to know what hair products he uses, ask away. I haven't had anybody ask that question yet, but maybe we'll get that the first time.
Listen, I just recently grew out my hair, so I don't know if y'all remember me from 20.
I'm growing mine out too as best I can back here.
Oh man. So while we're waiting for these questions, there's this company called Loop, and what they're doing is Loop, right? I asked for a free machine. They said no.
I'm
I was like, hey, I'll test it
for
you.
I had a conversation last weekend at Orlando Maker Fair about this machine. So I'll let you go on.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, I want to test it because waste is huge.
I've got waste. Yep.
right? And not only that, so what are you going to do? So I tested these napkin rings, right, for Thanksgiving,
Yep.
right? I tested it. I have no need for it anymore, right? So what can I do with this to avoid waste, right? And
You just
so
don't want to
if
throw
I
it
can
out.
take this and shred it and then make more filament from it, great. So I think that's where the industry is really headed. Bamboo Labs X1C with the multicolor prints produced so much waste. It really highlighted how much waste the 3D printing industry has.
Oh yeah.
And so 3D printing manufacturers and companies are now designing around that. They're designing around speed, size, waste. And that's why SnapMaker
That's
came
even
out. And that's why
Bamboo is
SnapMaker was
doing
so
that now.
successful with their Kickstarter.
Oh yeah. And
Right?
that doesn't even Bamboo with the H2D and then H2C. That their goal with that is reduction of waste. I mean, there's some extra features that add it, but that's the whole idea behind it is less waste, because that's the biggest concern right now with the multicolor. Time is one thing, but waste is the what I've seen across the board is the biggest gripe of multicolor or multi-material printing is the waste. Everything else is complained about, but not to the level of that. So like I said, the loop, I'm crossing my fingers that it's like legit and it's gonna come out and it's gonna work.
Their videos
or
look like
not,
it's
somebody else do
legit.
it. Yes, yeah. I've watched a handful of videos, and when they were getting flack, they kind of came on. I think there was like 4 of them talking about it, kind of showing it off, like, no, this is real. Like, okay, like let's see it. And I get it, if it's not perfect, that's fine. Let's see it in person, or have somebody, content creator like yourself, show it. Let me at least see it, even if it's not finished. We can put it out as this is a real thing. It's working, but it's got some some flaws. They're working through
Even
it.
if it has flaws, we know it exists and someone's working on
Yeah.
it, right? That's exciting because
Absolutely.
honestly, dude. So I made this little draconian rogue guy. I have no need for him. I wanted to test a print. Now it's here. Great, right? I'm going to give
Let me
this to the kids in the
repurpose it.
Philippines. Just it's another toy for them. It's great,
Yep.
right? But for things that I have no use for after testing, what am I going to do with it? Right? And the peanuts, the poop, it's a lot.
It adds up. Oh yeah, it adds
Right?
up a lot.
Critter has a question. It says, Nikko, you have the best mask spectrum I've been able to find, but it really needs to be cut for easier printing. Tried Mesh Mixer, hash of it. Would you recommend slicing armor models? What would you recommend for slicing your armor models if Mesh Mixer isn't behaving? I get this question all the time. Okay. That's why I made a YouTube video about how to slice your own stuff. If you go to my channel on YouTube, I teach people how to slice, how to cut up your armor pieces, your prop pieces, however, from any angle line you want.
All right. Yep. So then make it easy. Mask.
Right.
That's the one. That's not the old cartoon. Is that what
Yes.
that's referring to? Okay. I'm like looking. I'm pretty sure I remember something about that, but going the old school, and that's what's nice too is of what 3D printing can do, of bringing back things that of course it takes millions and millions of dollars to get studios, whether it be a cartoon or even just a short thing, anything created, it takes a lot of money. So that's what I've loved to see 3D printing for all the retro stuff that is brought back.
Yeah,
that
man.
you can recreate is just I'm the nostalgic type. So when I see an old cartoon, whatever, a toy, this and that, it's like, yeah, that's what I got into 3D printing for.
Speaking of nostalgia, you guys, nostalgic 3D prints, they have these amazing mashups, dude. I saw this guy. It was Super Mario, but it was Ryu. I was like, this is freaking cool, dude. So you guys, this is not paid or anything. I just love them. Nostalgic 3D prints. Go look at their models. Nostalgic 3D prints. You guys are gonna love them. The best mashup.
When you combine two things that we grew up with or loved, like
dude. I was like Super Mario and Ryu and Street Fighter. I was like, what? That's so fun. So fun, man.
Let's see here. John J Miles is asking, what is Nikko's YouTube channel? Is just Nikko.Industries or
just Nikko Industries? If you could look up Nikko Industries, you'll see it. I actually started off as a YouTuber. I was not going to sell files. I was just going to do YouTube. And
then
then
you
people
found
was
it.
like, yeah. And then I heard people like, I want to buy the files. And I was like, no kidding.
Okay,
I said,
then
okay.
let's see how this goes.
Hey, Nico, would you do a tutorial on how to motorize your Iron Man helmet? I would if I was good at it.
Honesty, we like it. It's fair.
Frankly Built has done such an amazing job building a library of tutorials for that. Frank is the man. It humbles me because Frank always says, it'll be me, Frank, and Uncle Jesse. Like one time we were just sitting, just messing around like a live stream like this. And Frank goes, dude, I started my YouTube channel because of you and Uncle Jesse. And we're both sitting here like, screw you, man. You have more followers than both me and Uncle Jesse combined.
Just a tad bit humble, right?
I was like, yeah, dude, thanks. You suck.
No, that's he was actually at Orlando Maker Fair with me this last weekend, and of course had some of his helmets there, and some of the mechanisms. There was one recently was messing with. It's so super simple, but also the Metroid one. Like I had to watch his Metroid. He did the Metroid Prime, I think. I don't know all the Metroid stuff. The visor, the way that he made it.
That was just like last week, right?
I said I had to watch that several times because I thought it was AI. I'm like,
dude,
it was
no
just,
joke.
so,
I was like
what?
I thought it was CGI.
Yeah,
I thought it was CGI. I was like, oh, Frank's getting into CGI. Nope, that sucker was real because I saw the gap inside between the visor.
See where the thing was, the hole. Yep.
Yeah, I saw the gap, and I was like,
oh,
dude, it's real.
Thing.
Yeah.
That's
there was a question up here from Jonathan. Sorry, are the models generated on STL Buddy automatically shared, or is there an option to keep your private? It's private. You don't have to share anything. Whatever you upload is yours. You don't share anything. If you want to share it, you have to manually put in the title, the upload, so on and so forth. But everything in there is private. It's yours.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I know that's a lot of concern with a lot of AI, not just the 3D modeling stuff, but the video generation, the image generation is a lot of them. If you don't know in the settings of the profile, like to keep it private, it's sharing it, it's feeding back into the algorithm. So like, hey, you could possibly see one of your things pop up on their front page at any time. I've never had that happen, but I know that's a great question. It's nice to know that I create it. I don't have to worry about going in and finding somewhere inside 5 sub menus of where I need to turn it off. Let's see.
Are the models generated in STL Buddy allowed to be monetized? Yeah, it's yours.
There you go. Even better. Layer by layer, a real quick shout out to him. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Layer!
He's the ripe old age of, I'll be nice. We'll say ripe old age of 30. You're welcome, Steve. You owe me one.
Happy birthday, Layer.
Jay Grant said, will there be an option to combine membership to include Nikko and STL Buddy? Oh, can I have a join?
Unfortunately, there is not. That is
two separate entities.
It's a separate entity, and the pricing is different. So, because they're on 2 different platforms, I cannot connect them.
Fair. Yep. Now, real quick too. So, because it's been a while that I've actually been on the site and I've had to pay more than $10, is how is Nikko Industries set up? Is it still subscription? You pay per month and you have access to everything, or?
Yeah. So once you purchase a Nikko Industries subscription, it's either month to month, quarterly, or annual. Right. The reason why I did it that way is because people were joining at $10 a month, downloading everything and then dipping.
It's $10 a month. Come on.
Right. And they have every right to do that. Right. They have every right to do that. Yeah. It's a loophole. Right. And so if they do that and they download everything and then they go to the next month and they cancel, it's like, dude, you got to come back again. You know what I mean? No. So just stay on. But they do have full access to everything. There's no wait 3 months before you can get back. Nothing. No. Once you're in, you're in. Right. You have commercial license to sell the prints that you deem so fit. And there are tutorials also on the website, right? So for those of you who do want to learn how to 3D model, who do have the time, who do have the artistic ability, I have been trying to teach people how to 3D model for years, and let me tell you, people don't want to. But if you do,
It's got
it's
a few
there.
steps.
Right? It's there. It learning Blender sucks, man.
I've downloaded several different apps and messed with. It's like, nope, nah, it's not for me. I use 3D Builder that's built into Windows. That does enough for what I need to do with it, and then past that, I'll leave it to everybody else to do their thing.
Thank you, Wizards. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, so the tutorials, there are a bunch of free tutorials on there, bunch of free ones. There are also a bunch of paid ones. Those ones that are like really go deep dive into helmet making, prop, all that stuff. It's all in there. Sculpting. But there's a gang of free stuff on there. There's a bunch of free resources. There's a bunch of free. I have like 15 pages of free files on my website alone. So
you can. And then what's nice with that too is, if you're not sure and you want to go download one, print it. See what the quality is. I can assure you, everything I've ever printed from them, never had an issue with. But yeah, I think it's nice because it gives you kind of a taste of, okay, these are quality models. Let's go ahead and get the big stuff. And like I said, I don't even know how long I've been subscribed, but it's.
I appreciate it, Joel.
I don't even
Thank
know
you,
when
man.
the $10 thing ended. So.
Yeah, it ended when people were like, "Hey, I want to subscribe," and then dip, and I was like,
yep.
because I was looking at subscriptions, and I was like, "Dude, you're subscribing for a month. Why are you?" Oh my gosh! And I was like, "Dude, that sucks." So I increased the month to month to $20. If you want month to month, yeah, $20. You're
but
one
you
month
get
in,
2,400 files right off the rip.
right? It's like buying
Access
2,400 files for $20, right?
Yep.
And
again,
then quarterly
it's
is $49.
Just keep paying it. Like, if you're downloading and printing them, the $20 you make that back in the first sale. So it's
right. And then so quarterly is $50, is $49, and then annually is $169, $159.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Yep, good deals. Yep. Let's see. Real quick too. I seen, where was it? Jonathan asked, I don't know if you can share this, but what did you code STL Buddy in? Like which technologies? AI.
That one was, I have to ask my developers. So Nikko Industries is, I manage teams now, right? So if you guys ever want to talk business and how to run a full company, I also love talking about that. I love talking about business. I love talking about scale. And so if you guys want to do business talk, let me know. But
awesome.
Where I am at this point in Nikko Industries is I am just the CEO, right? I manage teams and I manage people. I manage the company. So I go to my developers and say, hey, I want this built. And they say, all right, we're going to do it in this language. I ask why. And they give me an answer. And I said, okay, great. Let's build it in that language. And then let's go from there.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, you build enough good team members. You just have that trust in it that it's, at some point, I don't know everything that goes into it. That's understandable.
Yeah, I don't need to know what's into it. I just need to hire. When you start a company at this point, you just get good at making decisions, and you pray you made the right one.
It's often it's a gamble, right? And you really don't know until hey, let's roll with it. And you gotta assess the pros, the cons, the risk factor, and in the end, it's not always right. There is sometimes there's just not a right answer.
Yeah, but I manage my team. I have a development team. I have an accounting team, and I have a design team. And that's how Nikko Industries runs. And I manage all three teams. So.
That's awesome. All from 2017 of getting a CR10.
Yeah, just from that Iron Man leg. It was a shin piece.
That one picture of an Iron Man shin.
Yeah, it doesn't launch
what
it.
You need to do is you need to find that model, as you need to print it and just like make it like a display piece in a case.
Yeah. Where did it all start? This thing right here.
This shin right here.
Actually, funny enough, man, that Iron Man suit that I showed you, not that.
Oh yeah. Other one, yep.
I don't know where the shin piece is anymore, but that was actually the files that he had. Because I messaged him and I was like, where'd you get the files? He was like, Etsy, this guy. And I go, okay, great. Same one.
There you go. And it's funny that the one thing that's missing on him is the shin.
Funny, right?
Just weird how that happens. Let's see here. I think Dominic had asked real quick is if he bought a model 5 or 6 years ago, is there a way for him to still download it?
Ooh,
a
6
single-
years ago?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's a while ago.
I can't resend you the link for download, but I can resend you the files. So email me, I'll send it to you.
There you go. Awesome. Look at that. Amazing support right there on the spot. Hey,
I still
think
have all the files from the past however many years. And if it's not in my hard drive, I know where to get it.
there you go. There, it's somewhere. It's
It's
one of the many
somewhere. It's in
places.
space.
Awesome. Well, I like to end it up with just a few rapid fire questions. First two are always the same for all my guests, and the answer does not have to be Polymaker for this first one. But in all your printing that you do, and I know a lot of times you finish them, but overall, what is your favorite color and or surface effect filament that you've printed with?
Holy cow. Whatever's on sale on Amazon.
That's a fair answer.
Whatever is on sale on Amazon. Yo, filament prices skyrocketed. Bro, they used to be $10 a roll.
Supply and
They used to
demand,
be
right? And the
$10
market
a
itself.
spool.
And now that there's just a few more people 3D printing now than there was 5 years ago. Just a
Dude, I
few.
crap myself when I was like $40 for a spool of TPU. Who's paying this?
Somebody that really wants to print TPU. That's,
Dude, I was like,
easy
no
answer.
way, bro.
Hey, so now
So,
this next then. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say that the next question might be even harder for you to think of because you've printed so much. Out of everything you've ever printed, what has been the one print that you're most proud of?
Bro, for real?
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's gonna be a hard one. There you go. The collection.
Wait. Will always have a special place in my heart.
Okay, Skull Trooper.
Will always have a special place in my heart. One of my favorite prints of all time. I just love how it came out. It just, dude, this thing is menacing. It's so cool. I love this thing. So there you go. That's my
And
answer.
was it scaled properly?
It's scaled properly.
There you go. That's always the thing. Is rather than just a shelf piece that you can put it on.
Right?
Awesome.
Printed on a CR10 S4.
Oh,
this
the
would
500
not
by
have fit.
500. Yeah, the big guy. Oh, wait, no, that's
Yeah, this would not have fit on a regular CR10.
Yep. Oh, yeah, because that thing's bulky in the bottom.
Yeah.
So now the next question is going to be, of course, with the Iron Man suits, everything kind of got you started. What version is the best Iron Man? Not movie, but the
MK85.
best version. Which one?
MK85.
There we go. And that's the Infinity
War. Yep.
Yes.
That one. That's my favorite
Look at
one.
that. I know my stuff a little bit.
Because the color
Now-
scheme matches the old Iron Man with the gold thighs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So then on that same topic of Iron Man, best Iron Man movie.
First one.
Yes, I agree.
First
People
one.
will say like three.
Sorry,
and
2
all
or
of them are
3
good.
sucked.
But one is just the it's what got us started. And it
Yeah.
had this that the best. I think the best. What do I say? The best arrogance of like Tony Stark in it because he was still kind of finding his place. And yeah, nope, I'm with you there. But last but not least, the question that I will ask is if somebody's looking to download, whether it be an Iron Man mask, a suit, one of many other awesome video game characters or comic book characters or anything else, what would be a good site to go to find maybe some models you could look at and maybe subscribe to?
So, the best Iron Man MK85 files are actually not mine. It is Kevin from Vec 3D. Vec 3D. VEK 3D. Vec. Kevin makes the best Iron Man files. But if you don't care about like this version, that version, whatever, of course I'm going to say mine.
Yes,
I have a giant library.
That's why I lead it to. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I'll be honest. I don't have the best files, right? If you want a full Halo, Star Wars, Galactic Armory, Aaron and those guys, love them. They're the best. Yep. Best Iron Man files, Vec 3D. Love that guy, right? If I'm not the best, I'm not going to tell you I'm the best, man. But if you guys want a whole library of Iron Man files from Star Wars, Batman, actually, sorry, not Batman, from Star Wars, Iron Man, if you want flexi toys along with it, dude, I'm here.
A good mix.
Right.
Yep. Awesome. Well, real quick for those that aren't following you yet, that might be interested in following you, where can they find you? Where can they watch what you're doing and keep up on what you're involved in?
So if you guys want to see everything that's going on with me, you guys can follow me on Nikko Industries. So just type Nikko. Where is my name up here? Right here.
Down.
The Nikko Industries. Oh,
Down.
I'm down here. Okay, so
Yeah.
down. Sorry, in my screen it's up here.
You're kind of down and you're over here. I mean, but it's reversed, and
whatever
I
my
can't do
name
it.
says,
Yeah,
go with that. So if you look up Nikko Industries,
it's over here.
Right, I'm the only one. If there's another Nikko Industries posing as me, it's not me. They don't have the same hair products. Okay,
There you go. Yep.
they don't have the same
Fair
hair
enough.
product. No, but you guys can follow me. Just look up Nikko Industries. You'll find me. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Awesome. Well, I greatly appreciate you coming on the show. It was awesome to get to know you a little bit more, have some fun conversations. Look forward to maybe meeting you. Are you planning on any events in the future to go to?
If I can ever get ahead of it, so I'll see.
So never.
Dude, I will be on Instagram, right? And I'll be on TikTok. And I'll see you. I'll see Britt. I'll see people out in the events. And I'm like, how do you know about these events months in advance?
Yeah.
Right?
I
Like,
mean,
I
I
wanna
do
go.
just because it's my job, but I still don't even like. There's people that bring up, be like, "Hey, have you heard of this one?" Like, how have I not heard of this one? So,
Dude, it's
plenty of stuff
crazy.
to go
They're like, hey, Nikko, you're going to this thing? And I'm like, when is it?
to.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that's probably
Dude.
not. Like, oh, I have to
Yeah,
fly
most
across
likely
country
not,
to
because I
go
got to
to
catch a
it.
flight, get a hotel, and leave my children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got 5 kids.
Oh,
They
yeah,
all go to
it's
school.
same.
I got
And
daddy duties.
It's hard to balance. I've got a great support system that thankfully lets me travel, quite a bit with this job, but I love it. I love going to the events, love meeting people.
Hang on.
So
Someone just said
hopefully
Printables has a great listing of events. Okay, Printables.
Hey, whoa,
I'm on
Pezliz. What about polymaker.com/community? Jeez.
Oh, see, you know what? Pezles, you messed up.
Of all people, Pezliz should have a better, and it needs some work. We got the events there too. Pezliz. How dare you?
Okay, so
remember that one.
polymaker.com/community. If you guys are looking for a place, just a site to know what events
It
are
has
coming
the
up.
main events at least. It doesn't have all the little offshoots, but we'll get there to where it'll be updatable.
I wrote it down.
There you
I
go.
wroed it down.
And you can always shoot me a
Polymaker.com
message. I'll let you know
community.
where we're going. There's plenty of fun ones, and we'll find one close to you. Like I said, it'd be nice it's always nice to meet people in person, even though
I don't mind
out
flying.
here.
I will go.
There you go. Plenty of stuff to go to. Maybe Rocky Mountain. That's in April next year.
Oh,
right
that means
north
I have
of
to book it
Denver.
now. That means I have to
Probably
book that
be
now.
best.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we can get you. There's plenty of information out there. The rep wraps are one of the more popular 3D printing centered ones. I mean, there's of course Dragon Con, MegaCon, Adepticon, blah 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 con. I mean,
Decepticon.
and there probably is a Decepticon. I'm sure that's just all evil robots.
I love
But,
that joke. That joke is the best.
Well, again, I do really appreciate you coming on the show. It was awesome getting to meet you, getting to know you a little bit more. I think everybody else had some fun too. But I'll let you go for the night, and hopefully we'll see you at an event soon.
Hey man, thank you for having me. Thank you so much. You guys have a great community here. Layer, happy birthday again. Pezles, thank you. Everyone, thank you so much for all the support. I would not be here without any of you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm blessed beyond what I deserve. My family appreciates all the support. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Awesome. Well, you're a great individual, and I will see you around hopefully soon. See you later.
/ community.
And there you guys have it. Another maker and just an awesome, just honest guy. To be able to shout out other people and saying, I make stuff, or his team makes stuff, and maybe it's not the best out there. It's good. Not the best out there. Here, check out these people. That right there is quality character. So again, downloading stuff from him and from his site many years ago, before I was even really involved in the community, let alone with Polymaker. It's nice to just be able to get to meet those people that helped me along the way, inspire me to print things. Even if I do outgrow the Iron Man suit, it happens, but we'll get back down there. But check out Nikko Industries, and he just has some awesome stuff. And really, again, knowing his library and the things that I've downloaded and printed, $20 in my opinion, still a heck of a deal. Even if you're not grandfathered in like I am. So that is it for the interview. We are live tonight, so this is still real. You can type in I am awesome in chat to get you a chance to win some Polymaker filament at the end of the show. But before that, let's talk about Polymaker figurines, !PMF in chat. That's led by Antoine Dimensions, and he does videos every few days of a new Pokemon. Right now, I think he is doing large ones, which, hint, hint, there might be some large ones at the Polymaker booth at Forum Next. Don't know. I guess we'll find out. Actually, no, I think he put it out there. I think he was actually hosing down Blastoise, legitly hosing him down to wash him off. So that was a fun spectacle. But again, those as those videos do get released, the model then gets released on Maker World. There is behind. He's been doing a lot of prep for the Forum Next and everything. So the ones that you are trying to look for that are recent, he is working on getting those all uploaded. So they will be up there. If they're not yet, just hang out for a little bit. They will be up there. But we also have Polymaker Education, and that's !PME, and that's led by Create6 Brit, and doing the same thing of releasing a video showing off a model for educational purposes. And that model then becomes downloadable on our Polymaker Education account on printables and on Maker World. So you can download those, print away as many as you like, give them away, use them yourself, etc. Many uses, many models already. Well, I see already, it's been around, I think, for over a year now. Lots of models that have been in the works that are all part of that already to download. So go check that out. We also have Polymaker Sean at !PML. It's Polymaker Labs, and he is dressed as the scientist doing tips, tricks, troubleshooting for all your filament and printing needs. Go check him out. Lots of different shorts of just giving you good information. Along with something else that he's developed is he has been working very hard for quite some time on our wiki, and that's !wiki or wiki.polymaker.com. And you can check out a lot of that information is jam-packed in there. There's an AI bot we're working on to help you, troubleshoot things, where you can kind of throw it in, ask questions. What's the use case of this filament? I'm trying to print this. What's the best to use? Still iron out some kinks. Not perfect, but it's doing pretty good. And so far, pretty good positive results from it. And if you have any questions, concerns, problems with it, or feedback, you can always tune in on 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays, where Sean does his feedback hour and takes all that feedback, and often we'll use it to update the website, update the wiki, whatever it might be. He wants to make your experience as flawless and smooth as possible. So help him, help the site be better. Other than that, we also have IPC. Why did I just hiccup on that? And that is In Printing Color, hosted by Pezliz, sponsored by Polymaker, over at twitch.tv/Pezliz, where she goes over all the different colors, surface effects, and different ways to use the colors and filaments that we offer in many beautiful ways. Her pictures are always great of everything she prints, always great colors, great color selection. That's why she's called the, actually just should be the color queen now. Used to be the color swap queen. Now we don't really have to swap. We have AMSs. So color queen? I don't know. Maybe it's already been coined. But she also does Pezliz Presents, which is a stream on Saturday or Sunday. And Printing Colors on Wednesday, by the way. And then Pezliz Presents, where she is helping us build our portfolio of designers and modelers to help showcase our filament in awesome ways. And whether it be on our website, marketing, on all the socials, and just talking with different designers, getting them on board to be part of our nice tight-knit family. And then on those, the stream is sometimes interviewing those designers, sometimes just showing off their portfolio of what they've designed, what they are designing. So never know what you're going to catch there. So tune in there. And that's usually Saturday, sometimes Sunday, depending on the schedule, because she does have a life outside of 3D printing. I didn't say that out loud. But just again, go check her out there. And last but not least, we have a giveaway to do. We're going to switch over. There it is. That's the giveaway. And go ahead and type in one last time, I am awesome in chat. Even if you think you might have got it right the first time, you maybe misspelled it. Now I'm the conscience in the back of your head saying, did I misspell it? Is he right? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And I'll give you guys a little bit of time while I find who we might go say hello to. And again, after typing I am awesome, type in happy birthday Layer by Layer. He's a pretty decent guy. We'll just show them some love. I gotta switch back to this, switch back to that. Slash raid. Here. There. Okay. Sorry. I got everything done. And who's excited for Form Next? I said it, I've mentioned it in many different streams. As long as the Wi-Fi is good there, I'm told it is good there. I will be doing a live stream at least one of the days, if not two. I don't know the exact schedule yet. Probably Wednesday. Mind you, I will try. So let's see, they are right now 5 hours ahead of me. So yeah, so actually the morning might not be too bad. So let's just say if it's noon. No, that means it's 7 a.m. No, it's going the wrong way. My math is wrong. Either way, if you're working and maybe you have a break, or maybe you're allowed to have something in the background going, maybe on a little phone, as long as it's not too distracting. I do plan on streaming. I'm going to go check out some of the awesome new stuff, the upcoming things. Maybe there's be some new announcements there that I can kind of showcase, firsthand to those that can't make it there. But those are in the plans. Do my best to make it as flawless as possible, but you know how that goes. We'll make it happen. American Legion Gaming, raid them please. What is American Legion Gaming? We usually try to do something, not usually, we always focus on like making. So if it's gaming, we really do not raid into. And I don't know how to do YouTube raids yet, so it's strictly Twitch raids. Other plan was that, is that Battlefield? Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, yeah, we try to keep on the theme of things, but I appreciate it. I really do. And yeah, definitely a shout out to American Legion Games, because it looks like they're doing a veteran giveaway, a veteran charity. So you can definitely check those out. We'll be rating out to Cyber Jules, who is now modeling some crazy stuff. What does Cyber Jules not do? Model, 3D print, electronics programming. Insane. It's insane. So let's go show them some love and support after we do a drawing, which we're going to do right about now. Right about now. Filament's your mother. Check it out now. That was bad. I've done better. And G Fixler over on Twitch, congratulations. You may have been automatically picked. It might have been all rigged because of the massive beard you have that I'm jealous of. Either way, you get some filament, ! Contact in chat. That'll give you the web or my email address, or message me over on discord.polymaker.com. We're almost to 20,000 people or members over there, people. So get people over there, invite them in. We are going to be doing a giveaway for Facebook probably after Form Next. We have hit 1,000 over the Facebook group. Thank you all for that. Let's get to 20K. Celebration in ways, and then again it's going to be delayed. Got to get through Form Next. We'll be back. Hope to catch you here next week on the live stream or elsewhere, maybe in person. But appreciate everybody. You guys are all awesome. Continue being awesome. Have a good night, a good weekend, and a good week. See you later.